Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking.
Let's jump
Yo!
to the Bitcoin chart.
What up, boys? Bitcoin up about 5% today. We're gonna jump right on into it because Bitcoin is up pretty well today. We had a pretty good day today, guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. Other than the Bitcoin and some altcoin charts, we have some altcoins doing absolutely phenomenal. Let's friggin' go, boys.
We're going to the moon.
You know, I think it's only fitting, right, that we haven't been able to play the pump song for a long time. I think it's only fitting that we play it in the beginning of the stream today because Bitcoin did technically break out of a short-term downtrend. We got a lot to talk about today, but we still are not out of the woods yet. I don't want to get too excited, right? Don't be FOMOing in. Don't be doing 100x longs to the upside, but we will play the pump song to get a little bit excited here as Bitcoin breaks the short-term downtrend of resistance. My slipper! My Ugg slipper! My Uggs! No! How am I gonna be comfy while I eat my Chinese? My Ugg slipper! Savvy! Used for bullish, and then you flip bearish. Of course when you flip bearish, Bitcoin pumps. I blame this all on you, Savvy. This is all Savvy's fault. My Lambo's almost gone too. My Ugg. We'll see if Java loses his Lambo coming up very, very shortly. But hey, I think that could be happening. I think that could be happening. Someone said slippers bought with VeChain. Probably at this point, man. No one likes VeChain. Everyone loves to hate on VeChain. VeChain is sort of the puncher bag here for a lot of us at the moment. Squeaky voice kill. I put 50x XRP 82 cents. Nice, man. There you go. All right, so Bitcoin's moving up, guys. We're at 49,264. Like we said, we're not out of the woods yet, but it's okay to have, you know, be a little positive today. And there's multiple reasons why we're going to go over here shortly. But it's not just Bitcoin, right? It's Ethereum. We got Matic, you know, up 1050 today. We got AVAX up about 10% today. Pretty good day for me. Hope it was a pretty good day for you guys as well. Depending on what altcoins or whatever you guys are in, right?
And looking at Crow. Love you, stream. I appreciate you and what you do for everyone here. Thanks to all the Jordanites. Keep on being you.
I got you, Pawtucket. All right, so 49,231. Let's go to the hourly real quick, guys.
You have the time.
Let's go to the hourly. So we had actually had a little bit some sources, right? We had some sources on the stream last night that told us that we were in some type of cup and handle pattern here on the hourly chart. We had obviously the cup, we had the handle, and we actually had the nice breakout up to the upside, right? Now, we didn't quite hit our target. Our target was upwards of 49,466 approximately, but we did get a move all the way up to about 49,320. Not 420, so not quite that level, but nevertheless, we did have a nice move. We broke the neckline with a nice move to the upside. And of course, obviously, we broke the downtrend of resistance, right? We know we've been talking about this for the last couple days, where Bitcoin's just continuously made lower highs, right? You had a lower high here. You had a lower high, you had a lower high, you had a lower high, and Bitcoin was finally able to break up out of that downtrend of resistance because we kind of sort of said that we're so sick of Bitcoin being in this consolidation pattern. But finally, we were able to break to the upside. Now, I don't want everyone to go around and thinking that, you know,
we're going to 100K tomorrow.
Right? We're probably not going to 100K tomorrow, but this was a good first step in Bitcoin trying to get some type of move to the upside. Now, it's not all rainbows and sunshines here on the hourly. It might look like it, but we did come up and hit our first box of resistance, right? We did come up and test our horizontal resistance looking left back here from, you know, December 15th and December 16th, right? You guys can see this red box coming across. We did come up and tag that level actually twice, right? We came up to it once there on the wick, and we came up right up to it there on the last actually hourly close. So now what's formed, unfortunately, right, for Bitcoin in this circumstance, we have formed a little bit of bearish divergence on the hourly. Will Bitcoin get a little bit of retracement before it continues up? You guys can see here, we do have lower highs on the RSI, and we have higher highs on the price action. So we do have some bearish divergence to work with there. And we know sometimes that can cause a little bit of a retracement on some of the shorter term time frames first before we maybe move back up. Now, we know Bitcoin does what it wants, how it wants, when it wants, where it wants, with who it wants. And it maybe doesn't need a pullback. But nevertheless, I think it makes sense just based off what I'm looking at here. Even though we actually did already come back down and test this previous wick high from December 19th. We already came back down and back tested that. Depending on what Bitcoin does in this next hourly candle, if it can continue up and break this bearish divergence, which we need to make a higher high on the hourly RSI in order to do that for the short term. If we can get a little bit more price action to the upside and break this high on the hourly, obviously that's null and void there. So let's see what Bitcoin does on this hourly close in the next 24 minutes. Let me update the countdown ticker here for the daily close. You guys can see in the top right hand corner. You guys can see the daily close in 23 minutes and 20 seconds. All right? It's coming. It's coming. We're going to make it. Jimmy's not going to kill us all. Okay? Jimmy is not going to kill us all today. I think we're going to be safe. As you guys know, he was going to find everyone that watched the stream if Bitcoin didn't get a move to the upside. And, you know, I think this bought us maybe another week where Jimmy doesn't come and kill all of us, right? We'll see Jimmy in a short while here. Real quick, guys, before we continue, George posted this on Twitter today, okay? George posted this on Twitter today. I need everyone in the chat to tell me this interesting thing, and I think everyone noticed this too, unless you're really looking. So this was George at the beach, okay? This is Cryptos R Us George. What is this in the glass? What is this? If this is a beach, what is this thing right here? Can you guys answer this question for me? Whoever can answer the question for me correct, I don't know, you'll get bragging rights, but what is this in George's left glass? Let me, can someone tell me? I need to know before we continue the stream, man. I need to know what that is. But anyways, moving on here. Moving on. Traffic light. George sitting under a traffic light. You guys are killing me in the chat with some of your responses here. Someone said a chicken nugget. It's his phone? It's not his phone. But no, that's not his phone, bro. There's nothing. There's no hand. That's not a phone. If this was a phone, you'd see his arm coming down from taking the picture. This is not a phone. You would see a hand coming down. So that philosophy is gone. That philosophy is actually gone. All right, let's go to the daily real quick. We're going to skip the 4 hour here on Bitcoin because it's pretty much the same thing as the 4 hour. One thing I will say about the 4 hour time frame, guys, is actually real quick. I think we can touch on it. I think it's his phone. It's not. Anyways, you guys can see here that, you know, we had this obviously the downtrend of resistance on the 4 hour. Now, we did break out of this sort of wedge formation, right? It's an interesting wedge formation, but you can see here, right? You can see here that it's a UFO. George is part of the Illuminati, but we did break this. So the technical target of this is back up to the top of this, right, at about 52,000. Now, we know that's the big kind of range we're talking about here. Between 52,000 and about 53,000 is the level that we're kind of watching here for Bitcoin, right? For me to get super, right? For me to get uber bullish here in the short term, Bitcoin's going to get back above 53. So 52 is also a big level. Look at left. It's one of the previous highs back here from September 5th as well. So it's part of that big range for Bitcoin, nevertheless.
I think it's a Chinese donut.
All right, anyways, the 4 hour structure is pretty good. Now, what I will say is the 4 hour stock RSI has topped out. But if you guys look back in the past, that has meant that Bitcoin might be pretty close to a relative short-term top. Keep that in mind. Doesn't mean it has to be. Doesn't mean it has to be, but if you take a look at some of these instances, right here, Bitcoin hit a short-term top. Right here, it went up a little bit higher, but generally speaking, it lost a little bit of momentum here. Obviously, right here, we hit the top. Right here, we topped out of the stock. That was the top of that move. And right now, we're topped out on the stock there. So keep that in mind. So we have some bearish divergence. We have a little bit of top out on the 4 hour stock RSI. So just keep that in mind. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't continue up. We've seen plenty of times where these short-term indicators really don't mean crap, and we can kind of throw them in the trash and we can kind of start partying again.
We're going to the moon.
But nevertheless, keep that in mind. Now, the other thing on the 4 hour, real quick, guys. The other thing on the 4 hour here is the 4 hour RSI, right? So we have this horizontal level here on the 4 hour RSI. What I thought was interesting, guys, is we kind of kept getting rejected at the same level on the 4 hour RSI. But what have we done on this last move to the upside? Well, we actually broke that, and we actually came back down and tagged that as support and are trying to continue back up to the upside. So Bitcoin's not looking too bad in the 4 hour, though. We could maybe come back down and back test this first before continuing up. That's kind of what the short-term time frames are looking like. But, you know, I'm not going to call for, you guys know how it is. When Bitcoin wants to go up, it wants to go up. And there's one big thing that's telling me this. If we actually go to the daily time frame, guys, it could get pretty juicy here pretty quick. It could get pretty freaking juicy here pretty quick. And we could start to see our good friend Jimmy start getting super excited again, right? Strap up! The Bitcoin daily RSI is about to break out, and we're about to go to the moon. Strap up, moon boys. It's no longer a Dale market. It's not a Dale market. Hey, Dale. Hey, Dale. Take this plunger and stick it up your... Jimmy started getting excited. And also Santa, right, is about to say, ho, ho, hodl. This is the Christmas rally I've been waiting for all year. Get ready for the Christmas rally. The Santa Claus rally. I'm about to bring all you guys presents, and it's about to be higher prices for all your crypto. Ho, ho, hodl. Right? Everyone's starting to get excited. Don't get... keep grounded right now. We got some levels to watch here in the daily, right? So this is what I'm watching here on the daily time frame, guys. We know sometimes these breakouts, okay? Sometimes...
Daily reminder that Bitcoin is still incapable of doing anything but trade
Angry
between
Santa.
29K and 65K.
Sometimes these breakouts of the downtrend of resistance, holy long message. So sometimes Bitcoin can break out of these RSI levels on the daily RSI, and that could lead to higher prices and price action. Now, you know, we've sort of seen this in the past, where if we go back and look at July and September, we saw a very, very similar pattern, guys, where right here, Bitcoin had this downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI. What happened? I remember this very, very vividly, right? Very, very vividly back in the day, where we were kind of watching this daily RSI resistance. Bitcoin broke it to the upside, and that same day where Bitcoin broke it to the upside was the giant green candle that pushed us up higher and ended up being the exact bottom for Bitcoin. It was the same thing that we were watching back in September. We had this downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI here. Bitcoin broke it to the upside right here. And what do you know? The candle that we broke that to the upside ended up being the exact bottom for Bitcoin again. Now, what is Bitcoin doing now? And this is even a bigger one than we kind of even looked at in the past, because Bitcoin's been on a downtrend for a good amount of time and kind of just been consistently going down. You guys can see we have this now, a downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI. Where is Bitcoin coming up to now? Now, we haven't broken it yet, so this is not confirmed, right? This is not confirmed. Let's not take it to the bank. Let's not, as Ben Cow would say, schedule our Forbes interview, right? Don't schedule your Forbes interview just yet, guys. And, you know, also what he would say is we're not getting out of bed for a 49K Bitcoin, right? We're sort of waiting for different confirmations. You can see right now we have this downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI again for Bitcoin. And you can see right now we are right at that resistance level, right? And not only that, but you guys can see, you know, usually these lead into pretty big green Ditos, or green pickles, as we would say. But you can see right here, we're coming up on that downtrend of resistance also on the falling wedge that we've been watching for Bitcoin, right? So there's a lot of different confluences here, and we're going to take a look at Ethereum shortly. Ethereum is in a very, very similar position, which obviously Ethereum sometimes can give us clues on what Bitcoin's going to do next. Ethereum's in a very, very similar position, actually even more bullish on Ethereum than Bitcoin at the moment, even considering that Bitcoin's up about double the amount today. If you guys see up here in the top right, Bitcoin's up about 5%, while ETH is up about 2%. So, but we'll take a look at ETH shortly. So, yeah, I mean, if this breaks, right, if this breaks level on the RSI here, this could point to maybe a break on the daily price levels, right? But we gotta wait for confirmation first. We have not done it yet. So let's not get too excited until we actually do it, all right? Until we actually do it. What are you guys saying in the chat? Triple test will fail there. Give it time on RS. Wow. People are... XRP was sick and tired of Bitcoin. What's up, XRP minimalist? Listen. I know Mike was hating on XRP yesterday, but listen, XRP did have a very good day today, up about 8%. I'm happy for your XRPers, man. I'm happy for the XRPers out there. There's a lot of XRP guys. If you guys are part of the XRP army, raise your hand in the chat if you're part of the XRP army, which is fine, right? You guys can do you. Do you, man. Do you. I'm not going to say I'm going to do me. Well, I am going to do me, but nevertheless, that's not what I meant. What's up with that 23 hour? Green dot in the 23 hour. I call the green dot. I call the green dot. I call the green dot. Welcome to the best channel in the interwebs. I told you guys about the 23-hour green dot leading to a big pump for Bitcoin, and now we're starting to get it. So all you haters in the chat, all you losers in the chat can take that to the bank, because the 23-hour green dot on Market Cypher B did play out, all right? All you losers, right? So all you losers are now even more losers, because it played out exactly as I predicted, all right? Exactly as I predicted. TJ, ban all these losers in the chat that didn't believe in the 23-hour green dot. All of them. Every single one of them. Look at TJ in a little bit, man. I mean, TJ's having a rough day, having to ban everyone. Nevertheless, easy clap. Hey, it is what it is. If all you guys can hit the like button though for Bitcoin getting a nice pump to the upside, I definitely appreciate it. It's honestly, that helps out the stream more than anything. So I appreciate it if you guys just spam that freaking like button. more than you ever spam anything in your life, right? I mean, you guys probably spam a lot of things, right? Whether maybe some food, maybe some drinks sometimes, maybe you spam water, I don't know. But spam the like button, all right? Seriously. And if you guys are new to the stream, make sure you smack that subscribe button. And if you guys are already subscribed, make sure you smack that alert box button right next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any of any streams coming forward, right? All right, so the weekly time frame. We've been talking about this infamous 50-week moving average for Bitcoin. And we kind of said, all right, we broke the 50-week. This is not looking too good, right? Usually when we break the 50-week moving average, we typically go into a bear market based off history, right? Based off history. Now, I've said that I don't think this cycle is going to be like other cycles. I would argue that Bitcoin's not even in a cycle. Okay, everyone's always like so stuck on cycle. Bitcoin has to be in a cycle, right? Bitcoin has to be in a cycle, whether it's a 4-year cycle, extended cycle. I don't think we're going to see these typical cycles that we normally do. So a lot of these indicators that we typically look at in the past say, all right, when we break the 50-week, that means we're going into a bear market. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. And it goes for the bullish side too. Just because we're above doesn't mean that we're going to be pumping up to the moon, right? But nevertheless, if we're just taking it from apples to apples, we have been able to reclaim the 50-week here. And we kind of said it's kind of similar to back here. Oh, crap. What did I just do? What did I just do, man? All right, hold up. Let's go back. All right, I guess it's still there. The point still remains. We've now been able to get back above the 50-week. And we kind of said it's very, very similar to the price action that Bitcoin had back in July, where we kind of broke below it, and we actually had a slight close, like slightly below it. And then obviously the next week we were able to reclaim it back to the upside. It's what we're doing so far. Now, we got a long week to go, as always, right? We got Wednesday, we got if I could count the days, we got Wednesday. I was just about to say this, guys. Let's rewind. I was about to just say we got Wednesday, we got Tuesday. Ignore me, okay? But we got Wednesday, we got Thursday, we got Friday, we got Saturday, we got Sunday. We still got 5 days left in the week, so anything can really change on the weekly time frame. But nevertheless, we are able to get back above the 50-week as of right now. We're sitting about $1,000 over it. So let's see. I mean, that's what we're going to watch it for. Can we reclaim that? That's the first step. And then obviously the next step coming after that is can we get back above the 20-week moving averages here, which we'll talk about down the line. Let's focus on the 50-week here first, and then kind of go from there. Trillion, could be a long squeeze. Bitcoin is coming down a little bit. Like we said, we had bearish div, guys. So that's sort of what we were talking about here. We had bearish divergence here on the hourly. Looks like it's playing out here, which is fine, right? I mean, we kind of expected that to happen at this point. Let's see if Bitcoin gets a little bit of a retrace, right? I wouldn't be surprised even if Bitcoin came back down to the 48,350 range, or even come back down and test the downtrend of resistance, which we never really did, right? We never did after breaking it, right? You have this downtrend of resistance, but we never came back down and back tested it. I wouldn't necessarily rule that out either. So, you know, I don't know how much this divergence is going to play out, or how much it's going to push us down, nevertheless, but it is right now. So keep that in mind. What else? What the heck was that, man? What the heck was that? Something just went off. Something just went off here. And real quick, our 12-month moving average, guys, we are now pretty comfy above it. Now we're like $2,000 above it. It was looking pretty grim for a little bit. Oh boy, it was looking pretty grim. Everyone was probably saying,
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Bitcoin is bearish.
Right? It was looking pretty grim for a moment, but we're now back above it by about $2,000. Not going to say, you know, that can change pretty quickly, right? Just a couple of days ago, you know, we were sitting down here, you know, 43, 44, 45,000, and now we're back up to 49. So a lot can change, but it's like we gave ourselves a little bit of a pad here, which is good. We don't want this to be a tough race. We want to be as high as we possibly can going into the end of the month, so we can get this close above the 12-month, in my personal opinion. So, you know, we got a little bit of room.
see a price target, please?
Fire alarm. Let's see. Market makers, Grinch and longers, and Reckon shorters. Yeah, up and down, up and down, up and down, man. That's the name of the game at the moment. Gaussian channel, guys. We know we were watching that about this too. All the bears are going to come out, you know.
Bitcoin is bearish.
And you have all the warning shots fired. Warning shots fired. Okay, on all these channels, right? Well, everything's a warning shots fired. I don't know about you guys. Hold on 1 second.
Rant alert.
I don't know about you guys, bro, but I cannot take, if I see another crypto video or a new channel pop up that does the same exact thing. Emergency video. It's an emergency. Or 1,000 exclamation points in the damn title, bro. Use one. Use one. You don't have to use 10,000 exclamation points in your damn video titles, bro. You don't have to do this. Oh my, yeah. I try to search Bitcoin, and if I see any video that has 10,000 exclamation points, has emergency in the front besides Crypto, I'll watch Crypto. Anyone else besides him, I'm not clicking on the damn video, bro. I'm not clicking on the damn video. I can't take it anymore, man. I'm sick of it.
Rant alert.
It's all the freaking same crap, bro. Anyways, the weekly, we're back above the Gaussian channel here on the weekly, which is good. That's another level. We're talking about the weekly 50 and the top of the Gaussian channel. We have now reclaimed that back up to the upside. But nevertheless, nevertheless, you can see that we're sitting there right at the top. 48,173 is that level that we ultimately want to get the weekly close back above. But nevertheless, that's a good sign. It's a good sign because the bears always like to say, right? They always like to say that if Bitcoin does usually get a close back into the Gaussian channel, that we go into a bear market. But if we can get back above, I think that's going to be making Bitcoin, at least in the short term. I'm not calling for any type of new all-time highs anytime soon, but at least in the short term, it's going to give it a little bit of a pickle juice, hopefully, right? It's going to give us a little bit of a pickle juice, and hopefully we can use that momentum to go back up to the upside. Dave Flowers said floor flies is the best. Hey, if you like four flies, good for you, man. Good for you. Let me tell you, 2 days ago, I'm not gonna get too much into this, man. But what I will say is 2 days ago, I think his video title was like, Bitcoin's about to have a 10K green candle. And I think today his video title was, Bitcoin's about to crash 10K. Listen, if that's the type of person you want to follow that flip-flops every 2 seconds, by all means. But is that someone I'm going to watch?
Nope.
Anyways, let's continue here. So we're sitting right at 49,000. I'm not going to comment too much on our Ben Cowan log regression curve into 2022. Not going to comment too much on it, but nevertheless, that's kind of where I'm going to start. Now, ETH, right? ETH is where it gets me kind of excited, guys. We're going to jump right into Ethereum here. My baby Ethereum. But if we take a look at this, we have a downtrend of resistance here on the downtrend of resistance. So here's the thing. We're not out of the woods yet for Ethereum either, but we're closer to out of the woods for Ethereum than we are to Bitcoin. And this is what we kind of can use maybe as some type of leading indicator. Nevertheless, Bitcoin crash. I'm not cricket. No, it says Bitcoin crash. I'm sick of this crash crap, man. Bitcoin crash. But yeah, we have this downtrend of resistance here, guys. 1, 2, 3. And we know, what is this, guys? This is our falling wedge formation. Now, we know our last Bitcoin one didn't play out the way we wanted to. Rest in peace, wedge number 3. Okay, it's now in the trash, unfortunately. But we know these usually break to the upside, right? So keep that in mind for ETH. Now, what gets me excited about ETH is we talked about the downtrend of resistance on the daily RSI for Bitcoin. But if we actually look here for ETH, you guys can see the same thing. But what's interesting about ETH is ETH is getting that little peak to the upside here out of the daily RSI, okay? ETH is getting that little peak, right? Littly, as we like to call it. But you can see here, you guys can see we're getting that little peak over the daily downtrend on the RSI for Ethereum. So we've kind of said, can that lead to, you know, typically the price action following up and breaking that downtrend of resistance? Hey, it's certainly a possibility, and it's something that I'm going to be watching here going forward, because we've seen this before for ETH, and it's gotten me very, very large. This has given me a very, very large green pickle. Yeah, like, Jordan, please don't say that again. Please don't say that it gave you a large pickle. But it did. It did. And, you know, you guys know I love ETH. You know, we're divorced now. We're divorced, but nevertheless, I still love her, okay? I still love her, but I've had to move on, okay? I've had to move on from Ethereum, but she gives me a green pickle every now and then, and it's due. She's due for a green pickle. Daily close, yeah, we got 20 seconds to the daily close, Keith. Thanks for the shout out, man. Thanks for the shout out on that. That's a pickle. Oh, all right, we got to shift. We got to do a little shift. All right, we got to do a little shift. All right, we're good to go. Oh, the pickles in the chat. All right, so we closed at 48.9, you know, which I guess could add a little bit of a better close here, but nevertheless, not terrible. 48,900, we'll take it, right? It was a pretty girthy day. We closed right, actually slightly above, very, very slightly above our previous daily close highs from December 15th, which I think is definitely a positive to take from this, is that we actually made a higher high on the daily closes as far as our last previous peak. So that's at least a good sign for Bitcoin. Now, like we said, the hourly, actually, I don't mind that. The hourly did play out that bearish divergence. We got a slight pullback here. Will we keep pulling back, or will this be enough for this to play out and us continue to the upside? That is the question. But, you know, that bearish divergence did already play out. Doesn't mean it can't still keep playing out, right? This could have just been, you know, a little bit of a, as we like to say, a Bitcoin classic fake pump. And hopefully it doesn't turn into some Bart Simpson pattern where this ends up being the freaking head and we just bar back down here like this never happened into the oblivion, right? Hopefully it doesn't end up being some Bart Simpson pattern, but nevertheless, we never can count those out for Bitcoin, man. Never, never, ever can count those out for Captain Bitcoin. The 4 hour is good, though. The 4 hour is good. Doesn't look like we have the same type of setup there just yet for the 4 hour. So I think the 4 hour looks fine. And the 4 hour has room to run. And like we said, we've already back tested that level on the 4 hour RSI. It just depends on the hourly, man. It just depends on what the hourly wants to do. ETH on the close right at that resistance. Now we're even close. You guys can zoom in here. Look at how close we are to this downtrend of resistance on ETH on our wedge right here, which gets me even more excited. My pickle is super excited right now. We're right at that resistance, and let's see if that breaks, man. Java liquidated. Java's still in his room crying right now, man. He's still in his room crying. Where's Java? Let's go see what Java's doing. My slipper! I already told you guys about this, but I want to tell you again. Melissa gave me this slipper, but I have to return it in order to pay rent. Guys, I'm never shorting Bitcoin again. I've learned my lesson, I promise. Accept me into the bull club. Accept me. I want to be part of the club. I want to be part of the club. I'm never shorting the best performing asset again. Ever. Guys, don't short Bitcoin. You're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be like me.
Let's jump.
All right. Don't be like Java, man. Don't be like Java. 40,025. 40,025 for ETH, and Bitcoin's still chilling right around 49,000. You're lying, Java. Someone said lies. I got some green tea. You guys like green tea? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you guys like green tea. Ah, man, green tea. Green tea is pretty good. Miss stuff when I miss. I think you miss Java, man. I think you miss Java. What do we have here? Real quick on some of these super chats here. What's going on, Astro? Appreciate you, dude. When you have the time, can you check out Ren Protocol? Absolutely, man. Let me check out Ren for you, brother. I think. Let me actually wait one. Let me actually wait 1 second on these alts. Let me just check out the total the total market cap, guys. I don't have the Shiny New Inu fractal here, but what I will say is, okay, we're looking for a bounce off the 200-day moving average. Why am I clapping like Karen? I don't know, but we're trying to get another bounce off the 200-day moving average, just like we did back here in September, and that's exactly as we're trying to do right now, right? Exactly as we predicted, as Carl would say, or I guess anyone would say. I think there's a lot of people that says exactly. I think everyone just kind of stole it from each other. But yeah, I mean, we came off the 200-day moving average, bounced off the 200-day moving average. Are we going to get that same move that we did? Really, I mean, we talked about back here in May that we did the similar thing. Obviously, we dropped below it back in May, and then we did a W reversal. But nevertheless, the two scenarios we've been watching is Bitcoin bouncing off the 200-day, or the total market cap bouncing off the 200-day and continuing up, or right, us getting one more move to the downside and doing a W reversal below the 200-day, which I still think is a possibility, right? I know we're all getting excited. Bitcoin's above 49K. Woohoo! Woohoo! Bitcoin's above 49K. Let's go to the moon, boys. We're going to the moon, right?
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Right? But we can't get too excited yet. I still think it's possible for the total market cap to drop down here with Bitcoin, right? So keep that in mind. But there was a lot of signs for this being a pretty nice move for the total market cap to bounce, right? Off the 200-day, you had slight bullish divergence here with higher lows and lower lows. On the daily, it was setting up pretty nicely for a reversal there. So, you know, we need to get a little bit more move to the upside. We need to get back above this big red box of previous resistance and support. But if we can, hey, I mean, it's obviously a good first step there for the total market cap to get back up. But we got a ton of resistance in this red box, man. We're going to need a lot of juice. We're going to need a lot of Viking fights. We have a lot of Viking fights coming up here in the near future, guys. I'm excited for more Viking fights. Lately, it's just been us going down. But I'm ready to start fighting back. I'm ready to start bringing back the swords and shields and start really fighting back here against the bad guys, which is the bears. Right? I'm ready to start kicking them in the nuts. I'm ready to start kicking them in the freaking nuts. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you. My TA is up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice, Quilly. Mine too, man. Mine too. Man, I'm still wondering what this is, bro. What is this? You guys say it's a selfie stick. There's no stick. There's no arm. There's no stick. Look at George's beard, bro. That's fire. Anyways, actually, real quick, guys, real quick. Make sure you guys go check out Ecom's channel, right? Obviously, you guys know her from the chat, one of the best supporters of my channel. Make sure you guys go check her new video today. Ecom Saver talks about crypto, right? Make sure you guys go check it out. She does a lot of good TA on there. I actually generally enjoyed watching it. I didn't get to watch the full thing, but I watched about half. It's pretty good. Make sure you guys go check it out at Ecom Saver. I bet one of the mods can put the link in the description on her channel. But make sure you guys go check her out over there. And hopefully she can start uploading a little bit more videos over there. But nevertheless, quick shout out to Ecoms. One of the mods. Put the link in the description for me. I didn't have time to put it, or not in the description. Put it in the chat. Nevertheless, you know, you guys know what to do. All right. Let's see. Astro wanted Ren. Let's jump into some alts. I quickly want to touch on some of the bigger alts here. Actually, I know some of you guys have been waiting for a while. Let me do Ren real quick. Let me do Ren real quick here. Someone said make me. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyways, Ren. Let's see. Actually, Ren had a pretty nice move to the upside, man. That was pretty juicy. That was pretty juicy. Oh man, this was a really good setup for Ren. You had lower lows and you had higher lows here. But yeah, I mean, you had higher lows and lower lows. So you had classic bullish divergence, which meant you had a massive green deal to the upside. We can get a pump song for that. Hell yeah, man. All right. Man, I need some more tea. I need some more tea, man. But yeah, nice move to the upside there. Let's see where you ultimately got to. Let's take swing low to swing high. Yeah, you came right up to the golden pocket zone, so that's to be expected. Right up to your golden pocket zone there. It's a big level right there. I mean, you guys can see a ton of previous resistance and support at this level. So this is a big level for Ren to break back above. You break back above that, I mean, just going based off your fibs, I mean, I think there's a good shot. Yeah, you got a ton of levels to work with here. But I'd say you got to break back above that wick. 74 cents seems like a big previous level looking left as well, as far as peaks and valleys go. But nevertheless, let's see if Ren can get back above the golden pocket zone there with the bullish div. That was a nice little setup there off the 786 Fibonacci as well. That was nice. That was nice. You're actually probably going to see a lot of alts did a similar thing there. Bounce off the 786. Not obviously as big as this one. This was a massive move. This was about at one point close to a 50% move to the upside in one day. That is pretty nuts. Congrats to everyone who was in that. But that was a great setup. Great setup with a W reversal. I wouldn't expect you to move 50% to the upside, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it, right? Let's see. But Tuckett said, looking at Crow. I'm not going to say the first part. Looking at Crow. Love your stream. Appreciate what you do for everyone here. Thanks to all you Jordanites. Keep on being you. Thank you, Pawtucket, man. I'll always be me. You know, I'll always be me. Some people don't like me for it. Some people do. Hey, but listen, bro. Listen, man. It's always better to be you in life. Don't try to be, don't try to be like, if you're crazy and weird, you know, be a little crazy and weird, man. Be a little crazy and weird. It's okay. Don't be like, let's do some technical analysis on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's looking a little bearish at the moment. And I think the RSI is looking a little bearish at the moment. So precisely, we need to move back to the upside. How do I sound so creepy when I do serious TA? I can't even do it. I sound creepy when I try to do serious TA. So, you know, we're going to keep it this way. Wes said, I think it's a Chinese donut. All right, we're not going to read that, Wes. We're not going to read that. All right, we are. Wes says, I think it's a donut in George's glasses. I don't think it's a donut, man. That's messed up. No volume. It'll never go up. 10K, here we come. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any volume. Yeah, there's a little bit of volume came in. A little bit of volume, but let's be honest. There hasn't been volume for Bitcoin in like a year. Let's be all right. I wouldn't say a year. I would probably say, you know, give or take 6 months, right? Give or take 6 months. I'm too weird. It is what it is. Yeah, but there's no volume, man. As Mike would say, bro. As Mike would say. Where's Mike? There's no volume! Hey, Jay Cricket! Jay Cricket! You and your friggin' crickets! There's no volume on Bitcoin. All you damn crickets. Hey, Jay Cricket in the chat. Hey, Jay Cricket. Hey, Mike. Mike Hofricka. There's no volume, Mike. Fellow Mike calling out Mike. Happy holidays. Daily reminder that Bitcoin is still incapable of doing anything but trade sideways between 29K and 50 and 65K. There has not been a daily close out of this range since December 30th, 2020. That's facts, man. It's going to continue to be a crab market, right? Crab market. I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably not doing this tomorrow.
Bitcoin's going to 10K. Bitcoin's going to 10K.
And it's probably not doing this tomorrow.
Let's go make some paper mache tomorrow. We're going to 100K tomorrow.
It's probably not doing either of those extremes, right? Maddox being Matic. We'll check out Matic. We'll check out Matic. Actually, yeah, let's quickly check on. Wes said, ho, ho, ho. And every area code. Every area code. We'll check that out. But real quick, Matic. Look at Matic, man. Matic, 240, man. I mean, we didn't get that. We got the third highest daily close of all time today. The third highest daily close of all time. But yeah, we're cooking it. We're cooking it. Now, what I will say for Matic, we got to get back over this 243 mark on a close. We've actually closed at 243 twice, all the way back in May 18th and back in December 8th. So we've had two daily closes at this level. So we're watching for a daily close above 243-ish to 243, 244. But above that level for Matic to get the highest daily close of all time. Now, one thing I will say about Matic, just to be a realist here, we know we're realists on this channel. We are forming some type of big rising wedge. Not going to say it's going to play out right now, right? We can obviously could continue higher in this wedge, but just keep in mind that there's a big rising wedge that is forming. You guys can see pretty clearly 4 touches on the top side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 touches on the downside, right? So just continuously moving up in this wedge. So keep that in mind. It's typically a bearish pattern, but you know, it doesn't have to play out right now. Now, if this was to keep playing out, we got another move to the upside. I could see a move up to 278, 280 range for Matic here. If it just keeps playing out like it typically has, you know, we're just going up. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Hey, it's kind of just playing a range here. But nevertheless, if you know, if we're just looking at basic next levels to watch, 270, 243. Let's get back above those levels first. But overall, you know, Matic just keeps kind of continuing up. No bearish div in the daily. I'm not too worried about the short-term time frames. Short-term time frame actually looks fine. 4-hour looks, it just wants to continue up here. 4-hour looks great. No bearish div on the 4-hour. 4-hour just looks like a continuation to the upside to me. So 244 is where I'm watching first. And then, like we said, 270 could be coming shortly after if that level breaks. And so, yeah, Matic killing it right now. Killing it. $25 pump song. Bada bing. Yeah, Matic, dude. So many of the coins that we've been talking about, guys. Matic's been killing it. AVAX also just absolutely killing it too. 124 on AVAX. AVAX is just such beautiful, man. AVAX is just so beautiful. You actually broke back above the golden pocket. That was the big level for you to get back over. Now, I mean, now you're looking at potentially, you know, you might look at the 4 hour and being like, all right, you got some resistances on the 4 hour coming up. Big one seems to be right here at approximately about 127. So that could be a little bit of a headache. You have 2 prior peaks right in that level. But if that breaks, right, 127 is going to be a big one. You could be going to all-time highs. You know, you could be going to all-time highs relatively in the near future. But you got to break 127 first. You got slight... actually, no, you don't. No, you don't, actually. You actually broke the bearish divergence today, which is awesome, man. That was something I was watching on AVAX, slight bearish div on the 4 hour. But it looks like that broke, right? The bearish divergence smacked it to the upside. Now it's 127. Now it's 127 on Avalanche, and we could be looking at potentially all-time highs in the relative near future, in my opinion. So it's in a clear uptrend on the 4 hour. On the daily, it just looks juicy. No bearish div on the daily, none on the 4 hour. You're setting up for higher prices too, as long as Bitcoin doesn't crap the bed, which right now it's consolidating. That's usually pretty good for altcoins. So keep it at that. Waterfly, you're too funny, bro. Oh man. All right, that's too funny. Anjana. What a name. Anjana Becken. Wow. I like it. Can you check out Naka? Naka? All right, let's do Naka. Naka. Guys, keep up hitting that like button. Smack the like button, right? All right, here's the deal. You guys don't smack the like button, guess who's going to come out and you're going to see someone else smacking? You're going to see Java come out. So smack that like button, all right? Get that thing up there. I know you guys are going to do it. I know you guys are going to do it for me. But Nakamoto, Sataki Nakamoto, Nanadidi, Sataki Nakamoto. You guys know that song by the Crypto Face song? But yeah, I mean, actually, you're oversold on the daily. So if there was a spot to reverse, I would like this as a reversal area.
Have no fear. Eat it when you can.
Smacked.
Smash those likes, become a member today. Perks and content. As always, great show, Jordan.
Then he said no smack the likes. What, you don't want to see Java smacking around Melissa in a good way? In a good way. Man. All right. So what I like for Nakamoto, Sataki Nakamoto. You have higher lows and you have lower lows here for Nakamoto, right? You have lower lows and you have higher lows. So nevertheless, right? Nevertheless, what you're watching here ultimately is, will this bullish divergence play out on the 4 hour time frame, right? It has played out pretty well so far. You've got a decent move. You're starting to form a little bit of bearish div here on Nakamoto. I like the name Nakamoto. It's getting me hyped for some reason. But you got higher highs and you got lower highs, right? So you have some classic bullish bearish divergence, I should say, on Nakamoto, which could bring it back down. Now, what I'll say is, even if this does come back down, what I'll say about that is, why do I say everything twice? Why do I say everything twice? Let me tell you guys, I don't know why I say everything twice, but I do. Troll Boy Bob with the pickle.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'm seeing Troll Boy. But yeah, I mean, what I'll say about this is, even if it comes a little bit lower, maybe it dips a little bit and curls back up, maybe you could be forming some type of head and shoulders pattern. Because, well, what did we say? This could be a bottom area for Nakamoto because the daily RSI is oversold, right? So it doesn't mean it can't go lower. Keep that in mind. But I like this as a possible reversal area. There's not enough data to really do too much on this, right? Not enough data. You know, you're at the 786. It makes sense for reversal too. I like that as a reversal point. I like that as a reversal point, but you gotta start making some upwards momentum there for Nakamoto. Jordan, two times. You say it twice because it's important. Hey, that could be true. That could be true. I guess it's better to say it twice than zero, right? Would you guys rather me say things twice or 0 times? You said, why do I say everything twice many times? Facts. I cannot say that's not true. I cannot say it. I need some more tea. Ingress, I got you. I got you. I got you. We're getting there. Oh, you're actually... Oh, wait. Jordan making cake tonight? Listen, Matic and AVAX performed pretty well for me today, so I'm pretty happy. Especially Matic. You guys know I've been accumulating Matic like absolute crazy. I've been accumulating Matic like who's that guy in Looney Tunes? The guy who like spins around and he goes absolutely nuts. The Tasmanian Devil. I've been scooping up Matic like the Tasmanian Devil out here. So Matic's making me pretty happy. I've been spooping up AVAX too. Not as much as Matic though. Let's see. Ingrid said, "Hey Jordan, can you take a look at ALCX and SIA price targets, please?" Abso-damn-lutely, we can do that. Abso-damn-lutely. ALCX. Holy majoli. Pump song for Jasmine. We'll take a look at Jasmine. There's not a lot of data on this. It's tough to really say if this is bottomed out or not. I mean, you had bullish divergence on the 4-hour, but it kind of already played out. You had lower lows. You had lower lows and you had higher lows, right? So you had bullish divergence. The problem is you don't have any data to the left, so you don't know any support levels. You can't really pull any fibs because you already broke all these levels. So you're kind of just sitting here like, I don't know if this is the full chart. Might not be the full chart. I mean, there might be another Coinbase chart. That looks like it's it. Let me go back to is there a better chart here? That's all I really got, huh? Yeah, that's all I got. Well, it kind of played out a little bit, but the strength is just not coming in. I mean, it can. Your problem is you had a big previous support, flipped it to resistance. So here's the thing: get back above that. It's a good shot. You continue higher, and if you look, you might have broken a downtrend of resistance. Actually, I actually like this because it's kind of a wedge formation too. You guys can see the clear wedge formation breakout. Actually, the back test of the wedge. So now the big thing is, can you get back above this previous support flipped into resistance? You get back above that, there's a good shot that you could get a move back up to 194 at the very least. The problem is you need to start making some upwards momentum here, right? You need to start getting some pickles. You need some whales to come in and scoop this up. And we're not talking Bob, we're talking some true whales. Okay, we need some whales to come in, scoop up this dip. Because they haven't done it yet, that's for sure. SIA coin, but actually I like that as a potential short-term bottom there. SIA coin is, let's see on SIA. What I do like about these Ingress is these are definitely some buy low candidates, and I always think it's better to buy low than buy high, right? So what I will say about both of these is they're definitely buy low candidates. SIA coin is as well. So that's definitely a good thing rather than FOMOing into some of these. Now this one is kind of the same thing, right? You're making higher lows on the closes. 1, 2, 3 higher lows. I like that. And this could end up being just some longer term ascending triangle structure. You're getting higher lows, same resistance on the top side, but this could end up, coming out into next year, which, we've sort of talked about this continuously, that, price action is going to go into this year. And we could see, more sideways in December into January, possibly, right? I know that's not what we want to hear. We want Moon Lambo tomorrow, right? We want Lambo tomorrow.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
But yeah, I mean, let's see if this bounces off the support, which is done multiple times in the past. 4 hour, the full hour, as we would say. I mean, a lot of these coins had relative breakouts of their 4 hour trends, just like Bitcoin, right? You guys can see this 4 hour trend, right? We had lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, did just smash to the upside, right? So that is good here, at least in the short term for SIA. And this could end up just being one big or one small little symmetrical triangle that could have a breakout target of upwards of 1.8 cents. So a lot of these are following Bitcoin with their short-term breakouts. And as long as Bitcoin can stay bullish, you probably expect that to be hit at some point, right? Bring Java on to do some whale songs. Java doesn't do whale songs. Maybe to the bearish whales. Ooh, whales, where are you? We need your help. Savvy, Peter Schiff. Savvy and Peter Schiff. Oh, there's Peter Schiff. Hey, Peter, you gonna short Bitcoin again? Have fun. Hope you don't get wrecked like me. I don't like when Java's happy, man. I like when he's pissed off. But nevertheless, there you go. Peter Schiff just flew across the screen. Let's. That was so random, man. The trend is your friend until the end. Exactly, Nick. And the long-term trend when you zoom out is bullish. Right? It's bullish when you zoom out. Matic is gone. Holy Matic! Let's go over to Matic. Holy Matic! Worst whale impression ever. Proverb said the worst whale impression ever. Sorry, Proverb. I try my best, man. I try my best, man. I just said I try my best. I tried my best, but definitely wasn't the best whale impression. That's for sure. Yeah, but 243. We're talking about 243. We're coming up on it. If that breaks, we could be making a move close to all-time highs, man. If 243 can break, we are knocking on the door. And why is 243 important? Well, that's our daily close, some of our daily close highs looking left. It's getting juicy there for Matic. It's getting real juicy for Matic. Let's go, baby. Let's friggin' go. Let's smash that right now. Let's smash it. On stream. Losers always point. Finger of blame. I wanna hold Matic. I'm gonna take a sip of water here, guys. Oh, my jug. Look at how low it is. It's not good. That's not good at all. It's okay, though, guys. We're out of tea. We're almost out of water here. That's not good. You know what that means. You know what that means. You guys probably don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Sky, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Sky?
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Epsilon said George put a timer and tossed his phone in the air. No way, man. Bro, guys, we need to figure out what this is. Because there's nothing below. Like, if there was a string or a little bit of a... We're not going to spend too much time on this. I'm generally curious what that is. You know, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, though. But it's got to be a UFO. It's got to be... I could see a little finger. You guys see the little fingers right here, though? There's some fingers. So maybe it is a phone. But it's almost like George is invisible. You know? All the hopium is catching up to him, man. All right, 243. We're right at that level. Right at that level. It's a drone set. It might be a drone. Could be a drone. It's a kite. George is approaching the moon. Let's see. Bro, your thoughts about Hot and Cody? My thoughts about Hot? Maddox looking real hot, baby. Maddox looking sexy right now. Sexy. Like Future would say. Maddox is too sexy for his shirt. Too sexy for his shirt. Maddox is too sexy, it hurts. Alright. Real quick. While we wait for Maddox to move again. Hollow Hot. Let's see Hollow Hot. I know Hollow Hot got kind of this looks very similar to Sia. Very similar to Sia. Hollow Hot was oversold in the daily. You got a nice bounce up from it. 4 hour, actually at a 4 hour had a pretty nice move to the upside. You were just oversold in the 4 hours, so that caused you to have a little bit of an uptick. Now, what are you watching for now? Let's actually go to the super short-term time frame. See if we have any clues. Any clues? You are forming a little bit of bearish div on the hourly, so keep that in mind. You have a little bit of higher highs and lower highs. So short-term, maybe it's a little bit of a pullback. You said we have 4 hours getting a little bit up there in the RSI. So, I mean, this could pull back. Maybe, right? Maybe. The keyword's always maybe on some of these things. If Bitcoin rips, this probably rips. But, you know, nevertheless, you know, I could see it coming back down and testing 7.8 or 0.78 cents again before continuing up, just to kind of reset that. But the daily, I mean, this thing just has a lot of work to do. I mean, you could see just a lot of work to do. You're back above the 4 hour. What's big here for me, and we've been talking about this, guys, is we want to see a lot of these alts get back above the 4 hour EMA ribbon, which means that they have built a little bit of bullish momentum. You look at how many times this got resistance, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally got back over it, and now you've confirmed it as support. Will that hold as support, or will you get to move it to the upside, or will you kind of hover above it, like we said, with the bearish dip on the hourly, and kind of consolidate above it before it move up? But I think for the short term, you're going to see this from a lot of altcoins getting back above some of these short-term moving averages here, which is big, which is really, really big for the short term. Now it's just, you got so many resistance points you got to break back above now here in the short term. It's crazy. Like, look at all this price action looking left. I mean, you could argue that if you want to do a Fibonacci retracement here, I'm not going to take from the low wick just because this was a little bit of a scam wick there. But, yeah, you could clearly see the 236. 236 is the first one at about 0.009. That's the first level you want to get back above. And that's a pretty big level looking left. A lot of different support and resistance at this 236 fib. So we'll continue to watch that, but hey, it's a good start. It's a good start. And Cody, I got you, Wes. Got you on Cody, brother. Cody. Gherkin King said, come on, break that like button. Smack it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to pull out Java. Percentage of likes is pretty great. Let's get 100%. Hey, I don't look to laugh at the stream, man. I trust you guys to get over 1,000. I trust you guys with my heart to get over 1,000. You know? Man. All right, Cody. Cody. Still, nothing really to say about Cody. Still just holding the support. Still just holding the support, looking left. Previous resistance, flip into support, flip into support. Just continuously, I mean, you just continuously hold this support. So I think in a nutshell, that is what you really want to see here in a nutshell. Ever since you really had this bearish div back in the day, it's been on a downtrend, but so has everything else, right? So it's not the end of the world. If we zoom in on the 4-hour shot, as we would say up here in Boston, the chart. Let's zoom in on the chart, right? Let's zoom in on the chart. Go hop in your car. Let's go get a beer. Let's go get a beer up here in Boston, up here in the Dorchester, all right? Let's break this downtrend of resistance. I don't know how you say resistance up here. But yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Looks like you might have, you could argue. I would argue they broke it. I would argue you broke it. And this last 4-hour was a back test. And hopefully you get a continuation to the upside now. But it looks like you might have a little broken, a little downtrend of resistance. So I don't mind that whatsoever. Let's get back above. Let's make a new high, local high. Let's make a little local high. Let's get back above 33.8 before we get too excited. And then we can kind of work from there. But I like it short term. Looks a lot like other alts in the short term. 4-hour EMA ribbon smacked. Finally. Can you hold it as support? Looks like you can so far. If you can, boom. Short term looks great. Short term looks great. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's chilling, man. Just chilling. Like a villain. Infinity said 61k subs. Thought you had more. Definitely deserved more subs. Appreciate it, man. Hey. I always like to say, guys, it's not about that stuff. It's not about that stuff. It's, what I'll say about, what about that is, it's not about that. It's not about that. Listen. I could be posting all this. The big thing with that is you got to post a lot on Twitter, and you got to post a lot of meaningless stuff. I sometimes post meaningless stuff on Twitter, but some of these posts I see on Twitter, man. And some of these other big YouTubers, like crypto YouTubers, were like, I gotta say, 90% of their Twitter followers are paid fake followers. I do have to say, some of these people will be tweeting something out, right? And they'll have 800,000 followers, and they'll get like 100 likes on their post. It's like, bro, something doesn't add up there. Something doesn't add up, man. And listen, we're not going that route. Crow breakout started. Wait, the crow breakout started. All right. You know what we have to get for the crow. Where's my bird? Where's my bird? Bird. Where's the crow?
Macho Madness. Oh yeah.
There we go. Hey, caw. You guys like, Jordan, please stop. Please stop. But we always gotta get the crow head out for crow here. Actually, let me get the better one. The Bittrex chart. Let's see. We live in a clown society. A clown society. Elon Musk. All right. Anyways, on the daily chart, let's see what's going on here. So, you have. It's not really any type of pattern. I wouldn't say that crow is in any type of short-term pattern. It's more so. I mean, it's more so probably a fib level. I think last time we looked at it, we were at the 786, I believe. Swing low to swing high. Yeah, I mean, we went right to the 786. I mean, it was quite beautiful, if you ask me. Quite beautiful, if you ask me.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
But yeah, right off the 786, no bullish div. But, you gotta like what you did there. You gotta like what you did there. If we zoom in, there's not really anything there either, as far as the 4-hour. Hourly, looking for some type of bullish div, but there's not really anything there. Now I'm gonna assume that you're talking about the downtrend of resistance coming down like this. It looks like you have broken it. Now you could draw it like this too, where you just take the top 2 touches. So I wouldn't say you confirm the breakout just yet. Let's break this downtrend of resistance first. But if you can break this one, hey,
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
At least the short-term moon, right? At least the short-term moon you might be talking about there for Crow. But let's break this downtrend of resistance where you have, you know, this wick, and then this wick here. You break this, you're probably coming up to test the golden pocket again, right? Back up to like 64, 65 cents, somewhere in that range. Come on, Bitcoin. Do something. Do something, bro. Do something. Did you ever get some Crow? No, I never got some Crow, man. I never got any of the bird. Never got any of the bird. Steven wants ADA. Steven, you're just as stubborn on ADA as me, man. Just as stubborn, bro. Let's see. Is ADA gotten close to our trash can yet? Where's our trash can? Come on, man. Trading View.
Rant alert. Rant alert.
Guys, I'm sick of Trading View. I'm sick of Trading View. Trading View just continuously.
Luna.
Continuously.
What's next target?
Okay? Continuously. Cardano, Trading View, just continuously gets rid of my charts. Okay? Where's our Cardano trash can?
Saw a collab today with T-Mobile.
Where's our Cardano trash can? This is ridiculous, man. There we go. We said if Cardano drops in the trash can under $1 by the end of January, might be time. But yeah, I mean, it's trying to build a base. It's trying to build a base here. It's very similar to Bitcoin, where it's kind of still in a downtrend, but it looks like it might have broken out of the downtrend of resistance. Just hasn't really gotten the upside yet. Yeah, it looks like you might be breaking out for ADA on this 4-hour candle right here. So, I mean, I guess I don't know if we should. It might be a little bit too early to play the pump song here. You're like, Jordan, don't play the pump song, please. Don't jinx it. Come on, we want any upwards movement for Cardano. Please don't jinx it, man. We'll do this instead.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
But yeah, you might be breaking a downtrend of resistance here for ADA. Let's see if you if this can continue. I mean, it was a pretty clear. It's a pretty clear descending triangle, but hey, if this wants to break to the upside, we'll take it, man. We will take any breakout that we can get for Cardano. You know, the technical breakout target would be upwards of 156. That's only going to happen if Bitcoin continues its current trend. But nevertheless, you know, it's sort of ridiculous. Let's see if Cardano can get any upwards momentum. And even after this breakout, it's sort of just chilling, right? It's sort of being...
That's an exit on stablecoin.
Someone said play it. Luna just hit a new all-time high? No way. No freaking way. Let's check out Luna. Holy Luna! I am George. We're all George. Today, guys, we're going to talk about Luna and why right now might be the best time that you should buy Luna, okay? So we know Luna has just hit all-time highs. I think it is the best time that you could buy Luna that possibly exists. I'm seeing a move at least up to $95, guys. The whales on Luna are going to buy Luna up to $95, okay? All I could say is, you know, I don't really study charts, but the 1.618 Fibonacci level over here from TechDev says that Luna will go up to 94.50 based on the 1.618 Fibonacci level, okay? So this is the best time you could buy Luna, the best time, and all right, that's all I have to say about Luna. Let's do some Q&A. Let's do some Q&A real quick. No, but in all seriousness, Luna's probably going to. I mean, look at this, man. RSI was perfect on this. You had downtrend resistance on the RSI. You came back down and back tested it. Boom, to the upside. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This didn't even get a pullback. We were sort of talking about bearish divergence on this. This didn't even get a pullback. We talked about Luna's just bullish, man. It's tough. It's tough for some of these coins that have bearish divergence. Sometimes it just doesn't play out. So, I mean, 94.50 is probably where it's going next, man. I mean, it's 4 hour has plenty of room to run. Hourly has plenty of room to run. Daily has plenty of room to run. And you're not looking at bearish divergence really in any of these time frames. So, Luna is just looking juicy. Absolutely juicy. Absolutely juicy. Let's talk about here all George. What about Sol? Still time to FOMO. People don't miss out. All right, let's see. Let's see. The only thing George knows is how to read. Come on, guys. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Be nice, be nice. We're all nice here. Bada bing, bada boom. The only thing... Holy crap, man. Let's see. How many peeps we got in here right now? Smack that like button, guys. Smack that freaking like button. YouTube wants to play games. Well, you know what, YouTube?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Take that to the bank, baby.
Nope.
Take that to the bank.
Nope.
Let's see. Jordan Pickle. Hey, we love the pickles here, man. We love the pickles. Pump song for Jasmine. We can do Jasmine. J-A-S-M-Y. Jasmine. Let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. So, 4 hour time frame. I mean, look at that move. That was a massive move for Jasmine. Massive move for Jasmine. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty beast. That's pretty beast, as we would say. So, let's see, man. Let's go to the daily. The daily. There's not enough data in a lot of these. Let's take swing high to swing low. My PC has crashed. Keeps me from saying nope. Nice, man. It's over. No, but swing high to swing low. You got plenty of time to retrace to some of these levels, right? The 236 fib. You got so much room to run because you just dropped so much, right? This dropped from swing high to swing low. 83% to the downside, right? 83% to the downside as the drop there. So let's see what happens next. But obviously, the 4 hour probably getting a little bit up there. The hourly is kind of cooled down. What I will say is you need to cool down, but you've kind of cooled down enough to have another room to move to the upside if you so want to. This is not enough data on some of these, and you just pumped, right? You just pumped. So it's tough to really say what's going to happen next. You're looking at the 236 at about 13.1 cents if that does break to the upside. But nevertheless, hey, I mean, this could just continue up potentially because you did have that cool off, a couple hourly candles where you did cool off the RSI. So let's see if 13.1 cents can come next for Jasmine. Nothing has changed. It's just fear and greed. Facts. Absolute facts. Hey, Jordan, can you look at SLP? Sure, man. Let's look at SLP. Bada bing, bada boom. Man. SLP. Man. SLP. Rest in peace. No, but in all seriousness, as serious as we can be on this channel, 92%. That's pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, the daily is, I mean, you technically have daily bullish divergence. So if there was ever a time for this to reverse, this would be it, right? You can see you have lower lows and you have higher lows coming in on the price action. And you're also slightly oversold. So if there was ever a time to reverse, this would be it. This would be it on all technicals, right? I mean, besides that, you got no support looking left. So it's tough to really say, you know, if you're going to go lower or not. But, you know, just based off divergence and based off where you are on the RSI, this would be a good reverse level, right? And this is a buy low, right? A buy low. And this is actually, you know, this is the times where you want to be buying these coins. And you don't want to be buying up here. You want to be buying down here. A lot of people might say this, you shouldn't buy that. Holy crap. Well, if you like a coin or you like a crypto, this would be the time to buy, in my personal opinion, right?
Sand and XRP, please, my good son.
Mike said you need the real crying Michael Jordan filter. Facts, man. We need the real crying Michael Jordan filter. That would be pretty funny, actually. That would be pretty funny. I need to get that. Let me see if that actually is on here. Hold on. Let me see. Crying Jordan. Let's see. Is it on here? Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Yes. It doesn't move. But hey. We'll take it, man. Jordan, there's an app for selfie that hides phone, bro. Look at PHR. Really? Really? That's pretty funny. We're actually gonna save this. Save that. We're good to go. Let's go. All right, let's get that off. Let's see. Look at PYR. What the heck is PYR, man? What the heck is PYR? That's what I gotta say. Dale's still in here. Of course you got Dale still in here. Dale's always in here, man. She's still gonna dump, folks. She's gonna dump, folks. My name's Dale. She's just gonna dump. My name's Dale. I just sit in the chat all day and say, she's gonna dump. She's gonna dump. She's gonna dump. Hey, folks, she's gonna dump. It's a Dale market. It's a Dale market.
Bitcoin is bearish.
You kill me, Dale. All right. This is another one. This is another one. Let's see what's going down here. So, swing high, swing, coming down, coming down, coming down. I mean, you still got some work to do on this one, right? You ultimately still got some work to do on this guy, you know, to break this, to make this downtrend. What I'll say about this is you're at a pretty important level. I mean, a lot of these alts are going to be important levels. Right here, we got previous low. You're trying to confirm a break above there. You're right, like you're right on it right now. You're right on it right now, right? But you know, previous low, trying to flip its resistance. Will it and continue down? That's the ultimate question here. I would say that the daily RSI has some bearish divergence, right? So could point to being this the local top, you know, where you have lower lows or lower highs and you have higher highs, which typically shows bearish divergence and could push you lower, you know? And your hope is if it does push you lower, that you'd be looking at support, you know, somewhere in the 1564 range and hoping for some type of, you know, hopefully W reversal back to the upside. But I mean, just based on how this is looking, it's probably looking like you're going to want to come a little bit lower here again, potentially, before you continue up, in my opinion, right? That's just how it's looking for me. So Bitcoin is coming down. I mean, we talked about the bearish div. We talked about it coming back down to possibly test 48,351. We shouldn't be surprised here. What we don't want to happen is this turn into a big Bart Simpson pattern, right? A big Bart Simpson pattern where we have the smiley face, which is Bart, and we come back down and have a Bart Simpson pattern. That's exactly what we don't want to see. Guys, smack up, for all you guys still in here, let's smack up that like button. Smack up that damn like button, right? The damn like baton. BTC dumping on the 1 hour does look a little bearish. Yeah, I mean, it's playing out. It's playing out like we said. Let's see. Not Macho Madness. Oh yeah, Stumbledore. Macho Madness, man. What about Dot? Saw a collab today with T-Mobile. Polkadot? Polkadot. Let's look at Polkadot here. Polkadot. Polkadot's still trying to hold this level, man. I mean, it's really a big range here for Polkadot as far as previous highs and lows. It's really this range right here. They ultimately want to hold as support, right? It's previous resistance flipped into support, right? Yeah, previous resistance. It's really support back here too. You can see previous support, flip into resistance, flip into support, and now you want to continue to hold this as support. Big level for you to hold. Big level. And the hope is here that this is obviously the boost to bring you back up. Obviously, DOT has not been performing too well as of late, right? We know this. We're not pedestrians to this fact. You have I mean, it looking like it wants to break that downtrend of resistance. It's very, very close. Very, very close. You actually might have done it, and this might be a quick back test, quite possibly here in the 4 hour. You can see you have 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. And you could also argue, I mean, there's just so many different places you can take this from, that you still have to break this one too, right? So there's just a ton of levels you got to break still for DOT at the end of the day. It's just one big sort of downwards channel that you have to break here. So short term, you know, it's probably going to have some type of bearish div. It actually doesn't. Which I'm surprised. So what you want to see here now is, you know, can this form some type of inverse head and shoulders, right? You have a left shoulder ahead. We know Bitcoin's getting a pullback. If Bitcoin can bounce, maybe you form some type of right shoulder here that pushes you up. That would give you a target probably to the top of the range, right? It would give you a target to probably back to the top of the range in the short term. Yeah, right to the top of the channel, right to like 27.58. That's like some short term stuff, but you know that's the hope that just like Bitcoin's doing, where it comes back down, back test again. Hopefully, DOT can do the same at the end of the day. But DOT in the daily, it's a big macro structure that you're trying to hold here, as far as previous resistance. You know. Let's see. Who's mad right now? Someone's mad? I'm pretty mad right now. I'm pretty mad. Just kidding. I'm not mad. Can you check Luna? It's on a moon mission. Is Luna still mooning right now? I doubt it. I doubt it. If it is, 89.63. Yeah, I mean, it's still moving up, man. $94.50. I mean, we're still going up to $94.50. It's. I think it's relatively in the same spot it was last time we looked at it. But $94.50 is coming. We already looked at it. 1.618 is coming. Thy next, as we would say. But as we like to say, guys, I mean, I know everyone wants to FOMO into Luna. Everyone's like, Luna's the next soul. Just be careful. You're going to have every single big YouTuber talking about Luna over the course of, I mean, they already have. I've been seeing it. You're going to have every big YouTuber, you know, spamming Luna, 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 just like they do at every coin that's mooning at the time, right? When you start seeing every YouTuber talk about Luna, or when you start seeing every YouTuber talk about a certain coin,
Rant alert.
probably close at least to a local top. Doesn't have to be a top, but it's probably close to at least a local top. So I would see a lot of people, Luna, 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 it's mooning now. Everyone's going to talk about it. People like to talk about things as they're already moving up. So I still think this goes to 94.50, but don't be surprised if I have a pullback at 94.50, at least in the short term. So keep that in mind. Luna. You're going to have every YouTuber. Yo, Luna, you should buy Luna. This is why Luna's good. You know? Always after it already moves to the upside. Mamba said sand. All right, sand and XRP. Sand and XRP. Let's see where we're looking at it. Luna was a good buy around 30. Yeah, I mean, Luna was a good buy pretty much anytime. If we want to be technical here, Luna was a good buy anytime. Okay, that's what I'll say about that. I mean, it's at its all-time high, so it's hard to argue it wasn't a good buy anytime. Yeah, I mean, you get a basic downtrend of resistance here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches that you're having a hard time breaking. And it's really just, besides this one dip to the downside here, it's really just, you know, up, down, up, one fake out to the downside. But you're really just like stuck between 475 and this downtrend of resistance. Which level will you break? Which level will you break first? That's ultimately what's going to come down to. The 4-hour EMA ribbon is actually, you're back above it. Trying to hold it as support. You've done it in the past. Haven't been able to have any momentum to the upside. So now you're going to get stuck between a rock and a hard place between the 4-hour EMA ribbon and this downtrend of resistance, right? So it's going to make a decision here. It's going to break to the upside, or it's going to come back down probably to 475. You're probably going to find out here in the next couple 4-hour candles, right? So I'd have that on your charts for sure. But ultimately here, I mean, we zoom out in the grand scheme of things. Previous high, flipping into support in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, it's one of those things we gotta wait to see which one of these levels breaks first. Like we said, in the grand scheme of things, we don't know what Bitcoin's going to do next. That's the big kicker here. That's the big kicker. Upside move is 614. Downwards move, you're probably looking at this local low here at about 445 as far as upwards and downwards targets. All right, what is Bitcoin doing, man? What is Bitcoin doing? Nope. XRP. Listen. We could spend all day on XRP. And Mamba, you ask about XRP every day, so I'm assuming you're worried about the long term. XRP, dude, until XRP breaks this consolidation pattern here, you know, until XRP can break out of this, listen, I mean, it's one of those things. It's not really one of those things. It's just that thing where, you know, the price is getting tight, right? Tight. Where you're getting lower highs, you're getting higher lows, just consistently here. Until XRP can decide which way it wants to go here in the macro, I wouldn't be surprised if it just keeps going up and down, up and down, up. So if it was to come back up, it would be somewhere around like 119, 120. Probably would correlate with Bitcoin moving up too. So let's find out. The price is getting tighter and tighter and tighter here. Tighter and tighter and tighter. NMR for Stumbledore. Which I got NMR. NMR. Man, is this a stable coin?
That's an exit on stable coin.
This looks like friggin' this looks like AMP in its prime, man.
That's an exit on stable coin.
This looks like a damn stable coin. What is this? Guess it's not bad accumulation range. In theory. Alright, NMR, in all seriousness, kind of similar, right? I mean, the price is correlating here. Is coiling, as we would say. Not perfect support and resistance lines, but you guys can see that the price is getting tighter, right? Higher lows with lower highs coming in. Pretty much the same thing. So this can continue, right, into March. This can continue into March. So keep that in mind. No bullish div really there on the daily, on the bottom here. I don't expect this to break down unless Bitcoin does. Yeah, nothing really there on the 4-hour either. So, I mean, there's not a lot to go off of here. Besides just, you know, you're pretty much going sideways, getting tighter. And you're coming up on your daily EMA ribbon, so this could give you a little bit of resistance here. What's going to happen is this is going to move down, and you're going to get squeezed in between this support line and this EMA ribbon. So you have to decide, do you want to move back to the upside, or are you going to want to move to the downside? It's probably going to happen relatively sooner rather than later here, probably within the next month. But this is another one where this could consolidate for another 2 months if it wants to. 2 friggin' months. I know we don't want to listen to it consolidate for another 2 months, you know? What's up, Denise? Can we check 1 for our pal AJ? Yeah. Harmony 1's been killing it, man. I was actually looking at Harmony 1 on CoinMarketCap this morning, and I was like, wow, Harmony 1's freaking killing it right now. Harmony 1. Got back above its daily EMA ribbons. That's a good sign for the medium term. It's a great sign for the medium term. You're able to get back above it. You actually wicked below it, held it as support, and are moving up. That's the first sign I like there. The 0.5 fib is coming up for Harmony 1. That's giving you a little bit of resistance at the moment. I don't see it stopping, though. I mean, the daily... Yeah, the daily has plenty of room to run there on the RSI. Let's see. You actually have a little bit of a... Maybe like a little cup and handle action going on here. Little cup and handle action going on the 1 hour. I know you guys love the cup and handle patterns, right? I know you guys absolutely love the cup and handle patterns. I love cup and handles. That means we're going to the moon. That means I can buy another Lambo. I'm about to ape my 3rd stimulus check into Harmony 1. Strap up. We're going to the moon. My name's Jimmy with the $500 stimmy. Harmony 1 is going to the moon. But yeah, Harmony, you know, cup, handle, off the 1 hour EMA ribbon. Perfect. Now we just need to get that impulse to the upside. We actually saw this from Bitcoin yesterday. Very, very similar structure there. And if this was to play out, would give you a target. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're freaking vegan. Warning, shots fired. Right to the 0.65 fib. It can't act any more perfect than that. 29.3 cents would be the target there if this was to play out. Let's see if you can continue this bounce. Hey, but you got to break 25 cents. 25 cents, you go to 29, which is not a bad move, actually. It's about 16% move to the upside. That's not too shabby. I'll take that all day. All day. Kevin said, love the cups, not crazy about the handle. I'm crazy about the handle, man. Crazy about the handle. Keith said, go pee, bro. I'll have to pee. Actually, Keith, you're actually pretty right, man. I do have to pee a little bit. As I drank this whole jug. I drank my whole jug and this large tea right here. So... Listen, guys, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Bitcoin's being boring. YouTube's playing games. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I'm about to call out YouTube. What's up, AJ? No problem, dude. Romador said the chat is thirsty. All right, let's see. Now some coffee. Sorry, Luna. Actually, let's check out Matic. Dude, Matic is right. Matic is right there at 240. Oh, yeah. Come on, Matic. This is your chance to shine, man. Your chance to shine has been all the time lately. But let's break this 2.43. Wait, why am I saying it like that? $2.43.6. You are right there. Come on, man. Come on, we need all the whales in the chat. If you guys own Matic, let me know in the chat. If you guys own Matic, let me know in the chat. Ryan said, fill the jug. We got TA to do. We do. We do have some TA to do, huh, Ryan? Let's see. What's ETH going? Come on, Matic. Let's go, boy.
Strap up. We're going
I'm trying to play
the
a pump
moon.
song. I want to dance a little bit, all right? I want to dance. I want to dance. I want to get funky, 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 funky. I say, Jordan, please don't get funky. Please don't get funky. I want to get funky, funky, funky. Don't get funky. All right, Jordan, don't get funky. It's not the day to get funky. Let's get funky. All right, Matic. Someone said, what's ETH doing? Yeah, ETH is chilling at 4,000. ETH is still right at this downtrend of resistance on the daily. 1, 2, 3 touches right at that resistance on the daily. Right? Same thing as support. I mean, it's a beautiful wedge. It really is a beautiful wedge formation. Right? And the technical target would be back up to the highs at 4,800. We're just patiently waiting. We're patiently waiting. And I do think it's going to break. Right? Why do I think it's going to break? Ding, ding, ding. Take a look from there, tofu if you're vegan. If you look down here on the bottom, you have the breakout on the daily RSI, right? So, quite beautiful if you ask me. Now we're just waiting for that move to the upside.
Fire, what about Algo? Thanks, King Crown.
Love Matic. What about Algo? Thanks, King. I got you, Wes. Thanks for chilling, dude. Let's get... Ecom said, I want to get funky. BNB's breaking out right now. All right, all right. BNB. Binance Coin. Trying to break out. I mean, we're still stuck below the 4-hour EMA ribbon as well. But BNB, we know on the daily just has such a good setup. Such a good setup. I mean, you just need to get that reversal. Obviously, you just need to get the reversal to the upside, but it's one of the only altcoins that actually held its previous high very, very nicely. And I could see BNB. I actually want to pick up some BNB. I've been meaning to pick up some BNB. I just haven't, just because I like the market structure of it. And I do think it'll bounce up pretty high, or pretty high is not the right word. Fast once Bitcoin does start to pick up some momentum. BNB's just got it's just oscillating sideways here for the last week, right? It's just going up down in a sort of range here. Let's look at the 1 hour on this. Yeah, I mean, it's just not really doing too much. It's not really doing too much at the moment. You know, besides trying to get a little funky. Besides trying to get a little bit funky. Doesn't really even have a resistance level. Hourly doesn't look bad. It's trying to hold the hourly EMA ribbon. The problem is you just got to get back on the 4-hour. And until it gets back above the 4-hour, I'm not too confident in the short term. I usually look at the 4-hour for the short term. And then the daily, obviously, you got a lot of work to do in the daily. But let's start with the 4-hour. Let's get back above like 535. And then we could probably start talking for BNB, at least on the 4-hour. Talk to me, baby. Let's see Jabba get funky. You guys want to see Jabba get funky? We can do that. Why not? Why the frick not? Let's get funky, funky. Let's get funky. Let's get funky. Come on, Melissa. Let's get funky, funky, funky. There we go. Jabba's getting funky. Can't wait to see Jabba and Melissa's wedding. I can't wait to see Jalaba. I can't wait to see Jabba and Melissa's wedding, man. Jabba's going to go off on the dance floor. You know, I'll go off on the dance floor. It's going to be a great wedding. Absolutely great. Rich Buddy said 10 weeks of sideways action. Pretty much, Rich. Pretty much, man. All right. What else do we got here? Matic. All right, let's do Algo. Algo. Let's get funky, funky. Their couple's names is Jalava. That's good. Algo. Algo is a very similar situation to BNB.
Will ever be 1 foot? Where's the volume?
Will 1 inch ever be 1 foot? Listen, he needs a lot of pills to do that. He needs a lot of pills to get his 1 inch into a 1 foot. But nevertheless, Algo trying to hold the previous high from back in August into support. Doing it so far, but it's got some work to do here in the 4 hour. You can see that the 4 hour EMA ribbon on this, just like BNB, rejected. Just can't get back above it. So that's the first step that we take there. We got to get back above there to really even sniff. I don't know why I'm saying sniff, but to really even sniff the higher levels there. And until then, what's going to happen is, just like we kind of been saying, I mean, this is really really want to hold here. I mean, even if Bitcoin does end up going a little bit lower or whatever, you want to hold this macro levels here, right? I mean, a bunch of previous highs, a bunch of previous supports. This is really the swing box here. As long as Algo holds this on, on the longer term time frames, I'm still bullish on Algo. If Algo breaks below 108, that probably means Bitcoin's in the low 40s and threatening to break 40K. So, I mean, in that instance, as long as Algo holds this in the general time frame, I think you're good. Weekly, you're sitting right in the weekly EMA ribbon. And what's interesting here, if we actually look in the past on the weekly, the reason why I bring this up, because I knew Algo held it in the past. Algo held the bottom of the weekly EMA ribbon on every close, had wicks below it, but ended up holding it on the weekly closes on every single one. Look where it is right now, right? It had a wick below, but it's getting pretty close to the bottom. And where does that bottom of that weekly EMA ribbon sit? Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan, right at 125, which is not a coincidence. That's the level we literally just talked about at being the previous high. A lot of confluence there at 125 as being a bottom. You could wick below, but as being a relative short-term bottom here for Algo. So keep that in mind. That was a nice bottom area for Algo back here in the summer, right? So let's see if that holds. If it does, hey, macro still looks good on Algo. Short-term, as we know, short-term is probably going to follow BTC in a nutshell, right? CSPR for Dan. Let's do CSPR for Dan. Appreciate that, Dan. In that, wait, see it? Okay. I thought I typed it in wrong. But I didn't. All right. So, higher lows coming in, right? Higher lows coming in. Quite beautiful, if you ask me. With a really horizontal support, right? So, I mean, this could end up being some longer-term ascending triangle pattern where you're just kind of consolidating over and over and over again. But you can see low, move to the high, right? Low, move to the high. You just hit the low again, right? If the trend continues, you're probably going to come up and test the highs at 23.1 cents. A lot of it's probably going to have to do with Bitcoin does. Keep that in mind. But you definitely want to hold this short-term support. You had bullish div, you had lower lows, and you had higher lows here on the RSI. So you had bullish divergence. That played out. Perfect. All right. Now let's see. Let's see if we can get any more upwards action. Now what I will say is, do you have any bearish div now? Slight bearish div here on the 4 hour. I'm going to guess it's on the 1 hour as well. No, actually it's not on the 1 hour. But what I will say is, I mean, our hourly RSI looks like it wants to cool off a little bit, and that's fine. Could be forming a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, even if it does cool down, right? Which would be a perfect setup to continue higher. And what have we said? Every time you come and test this uptrend of support, you're going to move to the upside. That would be, if that did play out, 13.8 cents, even if you do get a cool off, which I think makes a lot of sense as far as where you're setting up right now. We're in a burr market.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
The Bulls versus the Bears.
Bitcoin's going to 10K. We're going to 100K tomorrow. Bitcoin's going to 10K. We're going to 100K tomorrow.
YouTube is messing the stream up. Listen, Jay Cricket. I agree, man. I agree. It's slightly frustrating sometimes because, And some of the times you can't really control it. But hey, how many times has this happened in the past? This has happened dozens of times in the past, and we always get through it, right? We always get through it. So it is what it is, in my opinion. You can't get mad over that stuff. You can't. Why? Because you can't control it. And my biggest thing in life in general is don't get mad over things you can't control. It's as simple as that. They'll take care of themselves. But wait, we're here. And what I've always said about this type of scenario is the people that, you know, are here every day are going to come here every day. And that's all that really matters, right? The people that really want to be here and are here are here. So at the end of the day, we good. Robbie said, can we have TA for B Pro? Oh no, we gotta do 1 inch for Stumble. We gotta do 1 inch for my guy Stumbledore. We gotta see if we can get to 1 foot. I don't know if we can get to 1 foot. You know, I don't know if we can get to 1 foot.
Do we have a toss of EEPR?
1 inch is pretty salty right now because it has a 1 incher. The daily. Let's see on the daily. Kada bing, bada boom. Let's see. Let me take a sip of water here. Oh no, the last drip, guys. The last drip. See the last drip of water here? Ah. Man, that's good. Man, that's good. This was too late crypto. Why everyone's saying like women? I mean, that's very true, man. I mean, listen. They're either going to like you or they don't like you. If they don't, you know, you guys know what to do. Doop. Doop. You give them the old 1-2. There's 4 billion of them out there. All right, anyways, let's move on. 1 inch. Man, this definitely doesn't look like it wants to grow up anytime soon. Let's take this off. We're not salty right now. We're not salty. No, but previous low, previous low, previous low. It's a big area. It's a big area for 1 inch. But the 1 inch jokes aside, okay, the 1 inch jokes aside, you could see here. Means all the noobs gave up. You can see here lower lows. And you got higher lows, right? So you have bullish, a little bit of bullish divergence forming here in the daily, which is pretty good. But you can see, yeah, bullish divergence on the daily. Let's see if that can give you any momentum. You're right at a really, really, really important support level here for 1 inch. But nevertheless, if we actually take this swing high, let's take this swing high to the swing low. It's also the 786. How many altcoins have we seen bounce off the 786 with some momentum? So you, not only do you have bullish divergence, not only at the 786, not only was your daily oversold, but what we kind of said, this is also a support level we bounced in the past. So this is a juicy, juicy level for 1 inch, in my opinion. Juicy, juicy, 1 inch. Let's go. Let's friggin' get busy. Who says that, guys? Who says that? Let's get someone says that. I think it's some crypto guy. Hey, is Matic? Oh yeah. Look at Matic. Sorry, I'm taking selfies. Taking my Forbes interview pictures. But yeah, 245.4. Hey, I could see this moving up to at least the next high. You know, we have the top of this wedge. You know, I see Matic going up to the 270 range. You know, I see Matic going up to 270 at the bare minimum here. So Matic is juicy. Let's go. There it goes, baby. There it goes. There it freaking flies. Off to the races, man. Selfie. Taking those selfies, baby. I told someone to buy Matic at 45 cents, but I did not buy it myself. Shaking my head. Rich, come on, man. I'm sure you bought a bunch of other stuff though. So that's okay. That's okay. It happens, man. Listen, I sold Crow right before it did a 10x. So think about how I feel. And I owned a good amount of Crow. And I sold it right before it did a 10x. The day before. So, hey, we've all been there, man. I think everyone has a story they can relate to. Guys, what's your worst crypto story you've had, right? What's the crypto story that, you sold something right before it pumped, or you were gonna buy something and then you were at the last second, you were like, no, it's not gonna pump. I'm not gonna buy it. And then it mooned. What coin was that for you? Because everyone's done that in some type of fashion, right? No one's perfect here. All right. B Pro, or you bought something and it absolutely tanked. besides in the last couple months. I sold Mana at 80 cents. Okay. That kind of sucks. Always Matic. Eternity chain. Hey, we've been there too. My buddy sold Matic and Cardano. I still hold both. Who made the better decision? Hey, I think you did, Chris. Willie said, where did we start? The agent said Crow. Sold 200 Bitcoin in 2015 for $200. That's brutal, man. All right, B Pro. Be pro or be a loser. As BitBoy would say. As BitBoy would say, be a loser. No Name said, I waited too long to buy in Solana. Hey, I've been there too. But at least we're part of the Solana army now. We're part of the Solana army now. No Name. All right, you have some bullish div. Bullish div on B Pro coming in hot. Coming in real hot here. You actually slightly below, you went below this previous low, but you're trying to get back above it now. I like this as far as where it is, and I'm gonna guess it is at an important fib level too. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? The 786. I couldn't have guessed that one. Every alt is bouncing off their 786. So you got the 786, you have bullish divergence, just like we said with all these coins. And I'm going to assume that on the weekly time frame, just missed it. I was going to say maybe you have some bullish divergence on the weekly. Man, just off. Not quite yet, but it's almost there. I like this on the daily though. I like this on the daily for at least a short-term uptrend with Bitcoin, right? You're gonna need Bitcoin to behave, right? As Austin Powers would say, "Oh, behave." But nevertheless, I like a move up to the golden pocket, right? Between 0.007 and about 0.008. I like a move to get it back up there for B Pro. We're gonna party, Nate. Oh, man, what a stream, man. What a stream. I've earned half a free Solana so far. There you go, ecoms. That's what I'm talking about. You still think Luna will hit $100 today? $100 today? Where's it at right now? Listen, 94.52 is the 1.618 fib. Never count out FOMO, right? Never count out FOMO, but the 4-hour RSI is getting pretty high there. I'm looking at 94.50 as being a pullback target because it is the 1.618, right? Typically these are pullback targets. So 1.618, 94.50. That's still a really good move over the course of the last week. I'd be looking at a pullback there, though. You could argue that you still have room to run, even on the daily, right? So I don't know, man. If 94.50 for whatever reason breaks, I mean, 120 is the next target. So depends how much FOMO comes in. I mean, we know some of these coins have FOMO, especially because right now not a lot of coins are moving. So we had a 73 in the daily, which is high, but it's not really high for crypto. Not really high for crypto. But yeah, watch 94.50 though, at least in the short term. Is Matic overstretched? Overstretched. I've never seen anyone say overstretched. That's an interesting way to put it. Is Matic overstretched? No. Matic is primed and ready to make a run at all-time highs. Prime and ready. Look at the daily RSI. It's only at a 60. This has got plenty of room to run. 4 hour, a little bit more before a possible pullback, but Matic's primed. Matic is absolutely primed. Look at ETH, man. ETH is right there too, guys. ETH is very, very close to a breakout. It's right there. Look at ETH. It's right at that resistance. A little bit more upside if Bitcoin can behave a little bit. If Bitcoin can behave, ETH is looking juicy. Real juicy. Real juicy. That's what I'll say about that. All right, guys. It's 8:30. Bitcoin's doing nothing. Watch ETH. I'm telling you guys, watch ETH. ETH could be the star of the show very, very soon if this downtrend breaks. All right? Very, very soon. But other than that, I'm going to call it a stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As always, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that like button before you go. I appreciate it. It helps out a lot. Go follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. And if you want to use my Bible link instead of Carl's to trade, if you guys are traders, use my link down in the description below. You'll find it down there. Anyways, guys, catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jordan.